Man, honestly, CMA Fest is the craziest time of year for Nashville and country music as a whole, so I'm just blessed to be able to say I can do it. I think it means everything, honestly. If it wasn't for fans, none of us would be here doing this. I mean, you know that you got to have fans of your site and fans of everything else, so as a country music artist, seeing the sheer number and mass of people that come down and support just make me realize and me know that country music's in. It's the cool thing now. You're making it for everybody outside of the city, and that's when sometimes people forget that. It ain't about this city, it's about everywhere else. Oh, absolutely. I mean, when I first started kind of venturing into this career, I used to go to shows and I'd hang out in the back towards the merch booth, and I'd end up like just being proactive, if that makes sense. On a farm, you don't stand there with your hands in your pockets. You get yelled and cussed at. So when I would see them toting merch boxes, I'd be like, hey man, you want to help? And 9 times out of 10 they'll say yeah. And the next thing you know, I'm backstage. Next thing you know, I'm meeting the guitar players and bass players and potentially the artist, and just doing that thing. So just coming from a farm and coming from rural roots, it just teaches me to ain't nobody gonna hand it to you. You got to go get it yourself. Ain't nobody gonna go fix that fence. You got to go fix it, and if you don't, it'll sit there and get worse and worse and worse and worse. So So when I used to ride lawnmower all the time, I used to cut grass. It took us like at least 2 days to cut grass before we got 2 big old mowers. And we grew up on chicken farm, poultry farm, whatever. I used to sing to myself like all the cool songs that were out, like the Luke Combs, the Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean's, whatever, Fort Georgia Line. And I'm a musical guy. I played guitar in church, so I just know when it doesn't feel right and know when it doesn't sound right. And I know it's crazy, but I can hear the difference in my head when I have the headphones on, the motor's running, and everything else is loud. I can, you can put your finger, you can kind of feel the vibe, whatever. So I knew that I had tone, if that made sense, and I could hit the keys right, wasn't flat or sharp. And then I had a buddy of mine named Reed Morris, who's also an artist in town, and I used to play backup guitar for him. And then one night, he just called me out because he heard me in practice humming and singing, and the crowd did like, come on, come on, come on. Next thing you know, I sang, and people were like, you're great. And I just stuck with it and just, kept grinding and kept learning my voice and figuring out who I am. But I guess as an artist, I've always kind of known that I wanted to sing true country music, talk about the real stuff, because that's all we knew about. That's all we know. So I had the title in my phone, thinking about that. I'm pretty sure I had the title on my phone. It was either one of the guys brought it in, and I wrote it with Zach Aubend and Jordan Mitten, and I mean, I just spoke about everything that I know that's in my bones, that's in my core. I mean, everything from hand-me-downs. My first truck was an 85 Chevrolet K10. My truck now is a hand-me-down, technically, 09 Chevy. I mean, just dirt roads is something that I really hold near and dear to my heart. Like, we go hit dirt roads. We call it hitting the block. And we go hit the dirt roads, and we hit everyone as much as we can in the county and circle back to the farm and, do it all over again if we feel like it. And it's just a way of life, and people do understand that. And that's just something I really want to portray, is that country is country, and you're either born with it or you ain't. I mean, it's cool if you want to be it, but when you're definitely born with it, you can't run from it. I feel like with social media and everything else, authenticity is very important. And for anybody out there listening, that especially for your artist career and in anything really, is just staying true to what you know and don't let anything, spin you around or whatever that is, because you'll end up pointing that compass back to where your roots are. So, yeah, keep it country. It honestly means a lot, because if you think about it, this town and this industry is a very mentally tough industry. It's not physically tough. I don't lift a finger half the time sometimes. And it definitely ain't like farm work. It ain't, no. When people say it's hard work, I kind of laugh. My dad does hard work. But it just makes me know that I'm in the right position. I know like that when I have the support of people like Rhett, John Langston, Travis Denning, and even Ashley Cook and folks like that, I mean, it really helps me know that what I'm doing is right and stay the course I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I mean, when I go see John or Travis or anybody like that play, when I see anybody live, I mean, I mentally take notes of what I want to do, the artist who I want to be, and also the artist who I don't want to be. You know, I see how they react, and won't say any names, but, you know, so I want to be known as the artist that loves on people and that, you know, you are special. I'm not just not going to make you feel special. You are special. So that kind of thing. So we're going to have a lot of new music come out. This year, I'm pretty sure we want to put out 5 or 6 singles. So we're rolling. A lot of new music, shows, and just I'm going to grow as a person and an artist. I mean, that's just I'm here to play. I'm in the major leagues now, so I'm fixing to put my head down and really get after it.